correct. If Anthony Joshua won, Anthony killed this guy. Listen, a lot of questions, blah blah blah. Only one my answer. Anthony Joshua is Olympic champion. First.
Yeah.
Jack Paul, it's it's sportsman, YouTuber, showman. Rolls Royce, Fiat.
How do you think that's gonna go?
Man, Anthony Joshua, I don't know why I think Anthony Joshua would knock him out. No disrespect to Jake Paul, I think Anthony Joshua would knock him out. I'm saying like within like 2-3 rounds.
Yeah.
You saw what Anthony Joshua did to Francis Ngannou?
Yeah.
Come on, I've never seen Francis get knocked.
When he touches him for the first time with a pair of 10-ounce gloves on, he's going to get the fright of his life.
Boxing news heats up as Oleksandr Usyk sends a real warning to Jake Paul by saying people must pray for him before he faces Anthony Joshua, because Usyk knows how hard Joshua hits, and he knows Jake Paul will not survive that level of real heavyweight power.
Listen, it's true. Yeah, I'm not. Типа я не обзываюсь.
I have nothing bad in mind.
Yeah. It's just true. It's business, more money. Only this.
So we need to pray for Jake Paul.
Yes. I will pray, Jake.
This moment feels shocking because even Logan Paul cannot hide the truth, as he admits Anthony Joshua is a perfect gladiator who destroys real heavyweight champions. And when Jake Paul's own brother talks like this, it shows how impossible this fight looks, because Joshua is built for danger, while Jake Paul is walking into something far too real.
The experience difference, Anthony Joshua is a former heavyweight champion who's knocked out heavyweight champions.
Has he ever tried like Ozempic or Manjaro?
This is a guy who is already perfect.
Okay.
He's perfect.
Okay.
He's like, if you could sculpt like a perfect gladiator human being, it's Anthony Joshua.
Oleksandr Usyk is warning Jake Paul by showing how far Anthony Joshua is above him. Joshua has won 5 world championships and proven himself at the highest level. His Olympic and professional experience make him almost untouchable. Jake Paul has never faced anyone this skilled or strong, and stepping into the ring with Joshua will be extremely dangerous.
Who will be 3-time Olympic Games, not take medal. Not bronze, not silver, not gold. But this guy 5-time win world champion. This guy say, hey listen, I can give this is 5 medal to take only 1 bronze medal Olympic Games. Bronze.
Tony Bellew is saying that Jake Paul may think he is improving, but he is not at Anthony Joshua's level. Joshua has faced real champions and world-class opponents who have pushed him to the limit. Fans should understand that Jake Paul lacks the experience, power, and skill to handle someone of Joshua's caliber. Even seasoned fighters know Joshua's punches are dangerous, and stepping into the ring with him will be a serious test for Jake Paul.
Because I actually believe he's better than what people think he is.
He is better than people think he is, but doesn't mean you can take on the former unified heavyweight champion of the world. I know some white collar fighters who are really good, but you ain't getting in with me, and I'm 42. I'll take your whiskers off your chin.
Anthony Joshua is showing complete focus and determination. He is ready for action and wants to fight at the highest level. Fans should know that Joshua trains like a professional warrior and has faced some of the toughest fighters in the world. Jake Paul is inexperienced against real boxers, and Joshua's readiness and hunger make him a very dangerous opponent who will control every moment in the ring.
Last fight, it's great. Because Anthony is Olympic champion, Francis Ngannou, it's second fight for boxing. Listen.
Dana White is warning that Jake Paul stepping into the ring with Anthony Joshua is a very bad idea. Fans should know Joshua has fought bigger and stronger opponents and can adapt quickly in tough situations. Jake Paul lacks the experience to survive against a real champion. This fight will show Joshua's control, power, and precision. And it will be a shocking moment for everyone watching Jake Paul struggle against true elite competition.
Oh, Jesus. That's a fucking bad idea. That's a bad idea. But let me tell you what. A lot of people watch that one.
Will you watch it?
Sure. You know what everybody's tuning in for on that one. I think everybody's going to get what they've finally been waiting for.
Michael Bisping is saying that Anthony Joshua is so skilled and strong that beating Jake Paul will almost certainly happen. Fans should know Joshua has faced real champions and top-level competition, while Jake Paul has not. This fight will be a reality check for Jake Paul, exposing his lack of experience and proving Joshua's dominance and power to the entire boxing world.
He was man enough. He was willing to test himself. He would prove everyone wrong, all his critics, like me. By the way, I'm not like out there on an island by myself. Everyone says the same thing. And he would potentially prove all of those critics wrong. Well, yeah, he would. Maybe. Unless there's some funny business, right? And for Anthony Joshua, as I said, this is kind of a lose-lose, right? Because if he wins, people are still going to say, well, you only beat Jake Paul, right? The man that lost to Tommy Fury, after all, right? That's the only loss in his record, Tommy Fury. You're telling me that Tommy Fury's going to beat him and then Anthony Joshua's not going to beat him? So if he beats him, he gets no credit. And if he loses, then holy can you imagine? That would be the biggest downfall of any boxer's career. The reality is,
Duke McKenzie is making it very clear that Anthony Joshua holds all the advantage. He points out that this could be the easiest fight of Joshua's career, while Jake Paul is at extreme risk. Fans should understand that if Joshua lands his power punches, Jake Paul could be in real trouble. This fight is less about competition and more about exposing the huge difference in skill and experience between a world champion like Joshua and a social media star like Jake Paul. It shows Joshua's dominance is almost guaranteed.
It'll be the easiest fight of his career. If he wants to get 100 million and not even break sweat, you know, you take the fight. Is it going to enhance his stock as the world's -- contender? Not at all, because nobody's going to take Jake Paul seriously. But on the other hand, should I don't even want to play devil's advocate. What if Joshua hurts this guy, seriously hurts this guy, and puts this guy in...
Tommy Fury is warning that Jake Paul is in for an absolute shock. He explains that even someone like him could challenge Jake Paul, but Anthony Joshua is on another level. Fans should know Joshua's strength, skill, and precision are unmatched, and he could finish Jake Paul very quickly. This clearly shows the huge gap in experience, talent, and ring IQ between Joshua and Jake Paul, making this fight extremely one-sided. Jake Paul is stepping into the ring with a man who is ready to dominate from the first bell.
But if I can beat Jake Paul, then excuse my French, what the fuck is Anthony Joshua going to do to Jake Paul? I think my dad said that AJ could beat him with his prick, and I completely will back that up. Even if AJ had a broken arm in there, it still wouldn't go past a minute.
David Benavidez is making it very clear that Anthony Joshua is a proven champion. Fans should know that Joshua's Olympic gold medal and multiple world titles show his incredible talent. He has crushed opponents with less experience, and Jake Paul is nowhere near ready for someone of Joshua's caliber. This fight will highlight the huge difference in skill and will be a tough lesson for Jake Paul. Joshua's record and experience make him almost untouchable in the ring for someone like Jake Paul.
But Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him.
Spencer Oliver is warning that Jake Paul is not prepared for Anthony Joshua. Fans should know Joshua has knocked out top-level athletes like Francis Ngannou in just a few rounds, showing his power and skill. Jake Paul's previous opponents were not at this level, and his only serious fight ended in defeat. This fight will expose Jake Paul's limitations, and Joshua's Olympic and professional experience will dominate every minute. It is clear that stepping into the ring with Joshua is a huge step up and a very dangerous move for Jake Paul.
God help Jake Paul, that's all I can say. We saw that what Anthony Joshua had done to Francis Ngannou. He went out there and iced him in a couple of rounds. A guy coming from a different discipline. Well, this kid's coming from another level. You know, white-collar boxing in 2018, gone through the mill, and the only boxer really that he's actually boxed, a legitimate boxer he got beat by, and that was in Tommy Fury. Now he's...
Spencer Oliver is pointing out that Jake Paul is overconfident and underestimating Anthony Joshua. Fans should understand that Joshua's experience and skill will easily counter any wild shots Jake Paul tries. Joshua has faced top heavyweights and knows how to control the ring. Jake Paul's strategy of hoping for a lucky punch is extremely risky and will likely fail against someone with Joshua's Olympic training, professional discipline, and powerful punching ability. This fight heavily favors Joshua and shows the dangerous gap between them.
I truly believe, watching the press conference yesterday, I truly believe that he believes he's going to win the fight. That he's got to just get into range, land a shot, and he'll knock Anthony Joshua out. Well,
Johnny Nelson is making it very clear that Anthony Joshua's size and power give him a huge advantage over Jake Paul. Fans should know that Joshua has faced some of the hardest hitters in boxing and controlled every fight with his strength and skill. Jake Paul's lack of experience and physicality compared to Joshua makes him extremely vulnerable. This fight will put Joshua's power on full display and show just how dangerous he is. Jake Paul is stepping into a situation where Anthony Joshua is expected to dominate completely from start to finish.
Than Jake Paul in our world. So there'll be more of a judgment on Anthony Joshua than there will be on Jake Paul, because Anthony Joshua is expected to get this boy blasted out of there.
Carl Froch is emphasizing that Jake Paul is completely outclassed by Anthony Joshua. Fans should understand that Joshua's timing, distance, and experience make him extremely hard to beat. Jake Paul has shown he cannot handle professional boxers, and his loss to Tommy Fury proves it. Joshua's skill and precision will dominate the fight, and it is unlikely Jake Paul will survive beyond a few rounds. The contrast in experience and technique shows just how serious a mismatch this is, and Joshua's dominance will be clear to everyone watching.
This is a one-round job, because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury, for crying out loud.
Henry is questioning Jake Paul's confidence against Anthony Joshua. Fans should know that Joshua is much bigger, stronger, and more experienced than anything Jake Paul has faced. The size and skill difference is huge, and this fight will highlight Jake Paul's lack of preparation. Joshua's training and professional background make him a dangerous opponent who can control every round. Jake Paul is taking a massive risk, and it is clear that he is not ready for a fighter of Joshua's level. This fight will expose all of Jake Paul's weaknesses.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Jake Paul has gone from this fight to this fight. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but one is a little bit bigger than the other. So what is going on here? Why does Jake Paul think that this is something he can do?
Jake Paul is boasting about his power and skill, but fans should understand that Anthony Joshua has faced far stronger and more skilled opponents. Joshua's experience, technique, and ring intelligence make him far superior to Jake Paul. The pressure Jake Paul thinks he can apply will not work against a champion of Joshua's caliber. This fight will demonstrate the huge gap between social media boxing and real professional boxing. Joshua is ready to handle the pressure and control the fight completely, proving that Jake Paul is out of his depth and in serious danger.
So powerful, so skillful, relentless pressure.
Where's he from?
He's from Arizona.
U.S.?
Yeah.
The final showdown between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul is shaping up to be a brutal reality check for anyone underestimating Joshua. Fans should know that Anthony Joshua is an Olympic gold medalist, multiple-time world champion, and a fighter who has faced the very best in the heavyweight division. Jake Paul may have power and confidence, but he has never stepped into the ring with someone of Joshua's experience, skill, and precision. Every expert and former champion has made it clear that Joshua's speed, technique, and power will dominate from the opening bell. This fight is not just about who lands punches, but who controls the ring, manages distance, and exploits weaknesses. Jake Paul's overconfidence could cost him dearly, while Joshua's preparation and hunger for competition make him the overwhelming favorite. Are you backing Anthony Joshua to prove his dominance, or do you think Jake Paul can shock the world by surviving against a true heavyweight champion? Drop your thoughts below.